Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, it's Saturday. It must be time for some more RimWorld around here. That's what I say anyway. Let's see, where the heck were we at the last time? It's been a week since I played this, so I don't know exactly where we are. I think we probably ripped some limbs off of people. That sounds like something that we do around here. Onion's been hit, right? Onion the donkey is down at the moment. And the royal quarters here, well, there's a little bit of royal Muffalo sort of leavings on the floor, and Painstingle's a little bothered about that, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be 100% fine. Where are we at with quests? Do we have anything we're supposed to be doing at this point? No. Actually, just ship to the stars. Okay. That's fine. We can not do any quests. Gonzalo, remind me what your problem is again, please. You're an alcoholic who's been shot. Got it. Okay, super, super. Good to know. Good to know. Sass, welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone else is late. Nope, Mel just popped in. Mel's here. Mel's here. The gang is here. Oh, right. Yeah, we had the whole pod thing. Okay, it's all starting to come back to me now. There was a pod. There were some raiders. They all got hit in the trap corridors. We didn't even have to wake up for that one. But we do have a pod we can deconstruct. That's some decent stuff right there. Wow, we've got a lot of food. We've got just so much food kicking around. Okay, so we need to clean up the royal chambers here, because Painstingle's having a bit of a bad day about that. Ooh, exotic goods trader. Tyler, welcome, welcome. I like an exotic goods trader. They've always got the good candy. Okay, yeah, we will definitely look forward to them coming by. Where are you guys right now? Hello? Where there you are. Okay, you're working your way over here. Bobcat M, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh, Bobcat's just being quiet. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. Lurking is fine. I have no problem with that. Royal Muffalos are fine, although leaving a larger amount of royal dung than one might traditionally appreciate in the throne room. Where is okay, Ragamuffin and Plush are down here, along with Ambi the goat. Good. All seems well. All seems well. We're just going to welcome in the exotic goods trader and see what they've got. I've got not a small amount of money. Do I have any art? Have we done art? We've done like one art. Okay, two. Okay, we've got some stuff to sell. Dr. Avalanche, Spike Little Girl, welcome, welcome. So we've got some stuff we can sell them. I'd love it if they actually took some of this cloth off my hands. I'm sitting on like 4,000 units of cloth. I just don't need that much. I just don't. M is only here for a new lung. Can do. Oh no, wait, we used the lung. We used the lung. But how many, how are you fixed for, say, like a kidney? Do you need a kidney? Because I can do a kidney for you, no problem. And I believe a liver? No, a psychic harmonizer. I can do one of them, too. Oh, I was going to sell that. Right, because we don't need that. Painstingle's got one of them, right? Yeah, Painstingle's got one, so got to remember to sell that if they'll take it. That would be a nice, good little sale there. Where is that team? Where are they coming from here? Where did they go? Where are you people? There you are. There you are. Okay, Painstingle, you're basically chatty, right? That's like your job. Why don't you wake up and go talk to the traders, please? Yeah, go trade with Rocha, if you could. And then I just saw, while I was doing that, there's some steel up here we could be getting. Yeah, there's plenty of it. Okay, so let's get that kicking along. Why don't you mine out all of this and a little bit more of that. What's that kicking around in there? What is that? Oh, it's uranium. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm always hard-pressed for uranium. Dances with Sheep, welcome, welcome. Quick half-hour visit. Well, better than no half-hour at all. Half a loaf is better than no bread, as they say. Chatting on my phone, watching on TV, reaction time will be slow. Oh, what's Painstingle's problem? No, we'll use Painstingle. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, you could take a couple of donkeys off my hands. I'm actually not opposed to that. I have a lot of donkeys. Like more than a few. More than I'm traditionally comfortable with. Alright, will you take the psionic thingamajiggy there, the Whoozy McWhatsit psychic thing? Apparently not. You will buy... Oh, I do have... Oh, M, good news. I do have an extra lung. I do have one. Okay, so good news for M. I do have an extra lung. I've got a kidney, a lung, and a liver kicking around. You will take the psychic harmonizer. Good. Then have that, please. You've got a death acid. Anyway, you've got a thing. Right. Upon the user's death, powerful chemicals that dissolve gear. Oh, no, that doesn't sound very good at all. Do they take goats? No, they are not interested in goats. They will take some donkeys. So I'm kind of inclined to do that. I mean, I've got a lot of donkeys right now. I don't really need this many donkeys. I'm going to keep the male one, and obviously we'll keep Svetlana and Cheese. But, donkey foal, female 0. Oh, I might get rid of Cheese and donkey number 2. And keep Onion. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not as attached to named animals. So, yeah, donkey number 2, male 20, and Cheese, you're out of here. It's nothing personal, you understand. It's just that I've got a lot of donkeys. Willow, welcome. Watching a video about why the music in the movie Cats was so bad. Yeah, you'd think that a musical about cats would be inherently good, but yeah, not so much, really. So what else will you take off of me? You'll obviously take whatever art I've got. Oh, you're paying good money for uranium art. Oh, and I have more than I thought. Okay, yeah, get rid of all of that. Good. How much money do you have? 1066. Okay. What might I be interested in buying from you? I'm not selling you any of the organs right now, just in case somebody needs one. Just me. Welcome. Just in case somebody needs one down the road, we will have one. Excuse me, I'm just taking a sip of coffee there. I made some right before, because I often get through these streams and think, boy, I'd love a cup of coffee right now. And then I don't have one. So, I decided to plan in advance and actually make some this time. I could buy a bear off of them. I mean, I'm not opposed to having a bear. I've been spending my free time feeding Teddy Roosevelt oranges and chocolate. Okay, well, there's a sentence you don't hear every day. Right. I've got 2232 I can spend with them. I don't really need a cochlear implant because I can make one of those. You will buy the 2 thrumbo horns from me, though. Okay, if you've got some goods, you have some gold and you have some plasteel. And I wouldn't mind having pretty much all of that. I'm going to sell you 1 thrumbo horn. I'm going to take all of your gold. All right, you only had 42, but I'm going to take all of your gold. But I might not take all of your plasteel. If I did, all right, that brings me down to 1036 left. I can take a couple of advanced components off you, but we can make them if we need to. So I'm going to say no on that, because we can make our own. And I just bought plasteel and gold, so we can definitely make our own now. I don't really want a death acidifier thing or a cochlear implant. I might just take your money at this point. Yeah, you don't have as much cool stuff as I thought. Like, you're not selling a cobra or anything really, really cool like that. Okay, so take a couple of my donkeys and all of my art. And I'm going to take some plasteel, some gold, and a lot of your money. Done. Sold. Lock it in. Okay. And we're pretty friendly with them, too. West Jamonavusiula thingy. Mia, welcome. Most recent video I watched about bands who changed their name and why. David Bowie made the list. Yeah, what was his... He was technically in a band before, he was David Bowie, and I'm struggling to remember the name of it. It's kind of one of those tip-of-my-tongue things. But no, he was in a band. And then he wasn't because he was David Bowie, and everyone figured out he was awesome, including himself. We need to put somebody on super amazing cleanup duty. Who's into that sort of thing these days? Reed. Yeah, you're usually my amazing cleaning person. If you could get in on that, that'd be great. I've got an urn kicking around here. I should probably go put that in the throne room or something. Yeah, I can get a matching urn up there. Let's get this installed sort of here. Yeah, that'll be just a little bit nicer in the throne room, I think. And then what? How's my superhero Legua coming along? You currently have venom fangs, a stone skin gland, and an architect arm. You're amazing, Legua. You are amazing. You are, in fact, a superhero, and I'd like to do more with that. Now, you're moving, because the stone skin gland is only 85%, because you're heavy now. You're very, very heavy. We could use a useless polar bear. I'm sorry, that's his best work in a long time. That is his best work in a long time. I was LOLing, as the kids say, throughout that entire thing. He opened up the second episode with something to the effect of, it was basically like, here's why everything's wrong with my colony. And then, like, one of the lines was, and I spent all our money on a polar bear. And I almost did a spit take out of it. Did I do a drug restriction? I did. Why isn't everyone on it? Did I not include some people on this? So don't do all of our drugs, because we're trying to sell these to people eventually. Getting into the drug game around here. David Bowie's real name was David Jones. That part I knew, because Amon always said that. She said, I didn't marry David Bowie, I married David Jones. Had to change it because of Davy Jones. Can you imagine if he didn't? Do you think David Jones is as cool as David Bowie? Because I don't. The Conrads? Really? Okay, that's not what was on the tip of my tongue. At all. I know, Mel, I wish he continued it too. I voted very strongly for it in his little poll that he had up. Oh, a mad hare. Okay, I don't think we have to get up for this one, but I will take that fox. Or red panda, I don't know. But I will, I'll take that fox. I don't think we have to get the team up for this one. This mad hare is just going to bumble into some sort of trap corridor, and that'll be the end of that problem. How many 0%ers we got kicking around? Quite a few. Quite a few. When this mad hare has kind of done his thing, then I'm not opposed to going out and shooting some animals. I think you started the policy after some of them got high. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I just noticed that somebody was using some of the smoke leaf there, and that's for sale purposes, not for ingestion. Speaking of which, are we ever going to make any drugs? Because we've got a lot of raw materials here. Like, what does the yayo take? 32 psychoid leaves. I've got that all day. Let's get going on the drugs here, people. So did I. He said that he tried to bring it back. I know, it was a really tough poll. I mean, I voted for RimWorld. Oh, hang on, that mad hare. We don't actually have a door here. Oh, wow, I actually have to go deal with a mad hare. This is frankly embarrassing, if I'm honest about things. This is frankly embarrassing. Yeah, we're actually getting attacked by a mad bunny. And we didn't have any defenses because that door was not in place yet. Oh, Legua's here. Okay, Legua, you are in fact a superhero. So could you please... no, I do want you to draft. I want you to just kill that thing with all your awesome powers. Yep, that was a one-shot deal. How'd you do with that? Okay, you took a tiny little crack. Okay, that's fine, Legua. You're a superhero with an uranium axe. It's awesome. So yeah, Mel, that was a really, really tough poll because I kind of wanted all of them. RimWorld was one of the first to go. Not the first, but one of the first to go, which was disappointing. But hey, that's democracy in action for you. The last two were tough on that. Like, I actually struggled. I'm like, wow, Subnautica or Knights of the Old Republic? I actually had to think about that one. I eventually voted for Subnautica because I think that would be more fun. I can't really recall that he's done like a crafting game like that, and I think that would have been really, really fun. Something that is less story-based and more about crafting and gathering materials and that kind of thing. And honestly, I just like some, good tips on how to play Subnautica because I do enjoy the game. I can't seem to master finding some of the basic materials that I need. No surprise there. So yeah, in the end, I guess Knights of the Old Republic won, which is perfectly good. I'll be very happy to watch that. But I do hope he brings back RimWorld at some point, just because it does my heart no end of good that there's one game on the planet that I'm better at than him. It really does. Just one game. That's all I want. And I have it. It's RimWorld. He's terrible at it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I made a good cup of coffee. I got that one just right. That is very, very good stuff. Okay, we need more drugs being made. And we need... I really would love to dump a lot of this cloth, but these guys aren't interested in it. Didn't care about any of the others. Voted Subnautica. Said he didn't like being underwater. Ah, okay. No, I voted Subnautica because I wanted to see him do a crafting game. I think that would have been very fun, or at least very interesting. But they were all good choices. They were all very, very tough choices there. I can't remember which one, but there was one I was like, I don't care if he does this one. But I voted for RimWorld as long as it was on the poll. Subnautica is a fun game. Yeah, that's one of those games that I want to enjoy. Like, I want to get into Subnautica. It seems really, really awesome. I just very much struggle at the initial crafting. I don't know. Maybe I'm having bad luck with where I'm swimming, but I just don't seem able to find some of the very basic materials that I need for that. So who actually, like, what is the skill for making drugs? Synthesized drugs. Okay, so it is a crafting skill. And allegedly Gonzalo, well, Gonzalo's like number one on a lot of stuff because Gonzalo's pretty good. That's why that awful Flashpoint game won yesterday. You guys seem to enjoy it. You guys seem to enjoy it just fine. Deaths happened. That's all we can say about that. Deaths happened. HubSpot me a caramel macchiato from Starbucks. Ooh, that is one of my favorites. That is one of my favorites. Monkeys was one of my favorite bands. Grossly underrated, too. Some strong songs that they put out. So, yeah, I agree with you. And, of course, I am of the age where the Monkeys were on TV and that sort of thing. Or at least in reruns, anyway, when I was around and watching TV and that sort of thing. Reed's cleaning. Good. That is stage 1. And Herring, how are you doing as our prisoner here? 34 resistance. Okay, you're gonna be a bit of a tough nut to crack there, aren't you? Okay, that's okay. I love the game Endless Ocean. How is this compared to that? I don't know that one. I'm not familiar with that one. Endless Ocean, you say. Now, what else could I slap on Leua? I'd like to get some better legs to help with the movement thing. We're still working on that charge rifle, Gonzalo. I know you do a lot of stuff around here, Gonzalo. I really would like you to be making drugs, though. Dave is used to things being on fire. I am. Yeah, fire happens a lot in my games in a negative way. Rarely is there good fire. Borba, you don't seem to be doing anything right now. Do you think you could work on that door? You know, so we have a door and the mad rabbits don't get through? Oh, and P.S., somebody go kill this doe because, you know, we have tons and tons of food. Let's have a little tiny bit more. In fact, while I say that, why don't I outline some more hunting here? Yeah, go get a few more of these does around here. We don't really need them at all. We don't even need their skins. But we'll go get them. It's fun. Oh, there's Cheese going away. Oh, bye, Cheese. Bye. And generic donkey number 4, whatever you were. Bye, Cheese. I like the fact they state the name stays. So if these traders come back, they'd still have Cheese with them. I mean, I guess unless they sold them to someone else. That's fun. I didn't know that. I've actually never noticed that. That when you sell a named animal like that, the name stays with them as they go off to their new owners. I am building the door, Mel. I'm building the door right now. The door is happening. Doors. Borba is on the door. Borba's all over the door like a cheap suit. Borba's done nothing with the door. Borba, what are you doing? Hauling marble. Okay, no, Borba is all over the door. Borba's on door duty, Mel. You don't even worry about the door. Corpse room is lower down. Wait, what? Yeah, corpse room is lower down. Wait, why do I need to know that? Is there an emergency? Oh, why are there dead people lying around up there? Oh, we had a raid. Yeah, we had a raid. I think that was kind of the end of last week was the raid. So, somebody's eaten this guy's head. Boris's head is gone. But apart from that, they're up there because we haven't moved them yet. We've got a lot going on. I have a lot of crafting outlined, but I don't really have a lot of good crafting people. It's mostly all down to Gonzalo. Is there anyone else even vaguely competent at this? Yeah, not really. Gonzalo, why don't you be 2 on tailoring but 1 on crafting? And then I have other tailors, and I don't really need a lot of tailors. How is Plush doing? Broadly fine. There's Plush. Plush is right there. Plush is fine. Right next to Ragamuffin. Kind of learning the ropes from Ragamuffin there. Surprised I didn't buy the bear. Well, if they'd had a matching set, Bobcat, I would have bought them. If they'd had a male and a female, so I could have the chance to have more bears, and therefore an army of bears at some point, I would absolutely have bought the bears. But just 1 bear, admittedly, it's a great attack animal, but I'm not going to settle for 1 bear. I want many bears. Endless Ocean is a scuba diving sim. Real-world animals and locations. Take photos, salvage shipwrecks, and get educated. Oh, I have a VR one like that. It actually just sort of dumps you underwater, and then there are, like, animals. Fish. Largely fish. Well, some mammals, because, you know, there's a whale in there somewhere. It's really freaky in VR. to do a scuba diving sim. It's, and then the swimming kind of makes you a little seasick, or I don't know, car sick, whatever. Anyway, you get nauseous. Okay, the door's up. The door is up. The door has been dealt with. We have dealt with the door issue. Anyone on the drug issue? No. No. I think El Devo Magnifico's plan for a drug empire here has ground to a halt with the fact that there's only one person who knows how to craft drugs, and he's crafting a rifle right now. Why are you making me add things to my... Oh, wish list. Yeah, what year did that come out? Is that newer, older, up, down, in between? I've never heard of it. I'm not familiar with it. I should probably put some doors over here, too. Wouldn't be the worst idea I've ever had. Dead raccoon, we'll get that at some point. How are we doing on slaughtering the local wildlife? Pretty good. Pretty good. We've picked a couple of them off. Oh, there are wild donkeys if I wanted to go replenish my donkey stock. I don't. But it's good to know that they're there. Did your guy just bring a corpse into the kitchen? Oh, I hope not. No, it's fine. It was probably an animal. I've sent a few hunting things up. No, there should be no... Well, I don't have any cannibals. So there should be no humans going into that freezer. They should all be going down to the Hall of the Dead, eventually. So, yeah, this is... Okay, the sarcophagus is assigned to Painstingle when, in the fullness of time, Painstingle passes his royal mantle to someone else. Lets you train dolphins. Who? Okay. I could vaguely see that. Oh, cheese. Oh, that's just cheese again. No, that's their cheese now, not my cheese. And if somebody wanted to go get the silver and the gold and haul it into the royal vault, I'd be okay with that. And the plasteel, let's not leave things out, people. Oh, we've at least dealt with the royal muffalo dung. That's good. All right. What time is it there? It's, oh, it's midnight. Yeah, everyone's in bed. I'm going to kind of speed through the night here a little tiny bit. How are we on? Okay, I've got one unowned bedroom. So theoretically, somebody else could join. Onion, what's your deal right now? You are... What's your health issues? Yeah, we kind of shot you a few times. Sorry. It's just that you're my donkey shield. And can we get the capybara out of here? It's not good, guys, to have a dead capybara around the place. Because I don't have a stockpile for animal corpses. I will make one, though. We can put animal corpses, I don't know, in here. Let's actually put it inside here. I think that's fun. So that can be clear everything. And then you can have rotten and fresh. And this can be for corpses that are animals. Yay! Human meat pops up and down like prisoners in Prison Architect. The prison is technically there. The prison technically exists. I'm not giving any spoilers for the next one. But I did record it, and I know obviously I know what's happened in the next one. And I'm saying the prison technically exists at this point in time. So don't be coming in here saying that my prison is burned to the ground. Guys, could somebody get on this door as well, please? Weber, you're on a go frenzy. Why don't you go deal with this door? That's part of the problem with the mad bunnies around here. Can the capybara be used? Not really. No, it's rotten. It's desiccated, so no. We're just going to go put that somewhere else and pretend it never happened. I'm not sure quite how it got down there. I mean, I do remember the capybaras coming in. I just don't know why we left this one in the hallway rather than take it somewhere appropriate. So let's... Ooh, what are we going to do here? What am I going to do? Okay, Weber's on a go frenzy. Wait, whoever was naked isn't naked anymore. That's probably promising. We're making a lot of capes. Prison is perpetually on fire. Well, I will say this about that. You know what? I'm not going to give you any spoilers at all. Absolutely no spoilers. I will say the prison technically exists. It is still there. Does the capybara sit in an old oak tree? No, he sits in an old tomb and rots even more. It's handy like that. Gonzalo, what are you up to these days? You're like the only person... Oh, you're working on the charge rifle. Good. It's taking you a very, very long time, Gonzalo. What is your crafting skill these days? I mean, you must be getting quite a bit better at it. It's still only a 9. Pretty soon it'll be a 10. You're working your way there. That's good stuff. Maybe not allow fresh animals to the new spot. They'll just rot. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Dr. Avalanche. Yeah, okay. You know what? Point taken. Point taken, because they are already putting food there. Yep, good one. Well spotted, Dr. Avalanche. Yeah, they've already taken hunted food animals over there. So, yeah, just rotten animals in that one, please. When does the episode come out? Wednesday. Yeah, got it scheduled for Wednesday. Sorry, the channel's a little cramped right now. I apologize for that. There's a couple of things I didn't know they'd go on as long as they do. Obviously, Sim Casino is kind of dominating the channel, but Rising Star 2 is doing great, and I'm having a ton of fun playing Rising Star 2, so that's in there as well. So I'm getting out Prison Architect a minimum of once a week. I'd like to do more, but the channel is pretty cramped. I have so many one-offs that I'm trying to get lined up. Getting Calico out was hard enough. This YouTube thing is a hard work there. If there's a game called Afterlife Simulator, you could have a prison that's always on fire. Well, there's Hell Architect. I'm very much looking forward to the final version of Hell Architect, or at least the early access version, because the demo is great. Demo is absolutely very cool. So if we saw that, I'd be okay with that. We did jump packs. Right, I don't care. I kind of only did that because I wanted the because we had it, really. So, well, now what? Did I ever put up the ground penetrating scanner? I feel like I did. But maybe I didn't. What do I get from molecular analysis? Okay. Oh, I get things. Oh, okay. I like things. Yeah, I'm gonna get some things. Cool. I'm trying to like Prison Architect. It's just not my cup of tea. That's okay. That's okay. I'm glad you appreciate the commentary. That's good. I mean, it's kind of what I'm doing here. Well, so I'm glad you appreciate that, but that's okay. Not every game is for everybody. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? Oh, Legua. Oh, I can get you a Persona Plasma Sword. Oh, that's good. But I could also get a lot of honor for Painstingle. That would just make you... you know what? I just got you that Uranium Axe. Dave is playing it wrong. I mean, I have a prison. I have designed it. I think I've met the requirements of the phrase Prison Architect. Now, it doesn't say Prison Warden Simulator. It says Prison Architect. I built a prison. What happens after that is out of my hands. Transport pods are great. Yeah, I'm kind of... Mel kind of tuned me into transport pods and a little bit more about how they work. I've always kind of not really paid attention to them, but... Alright, honor or insane named sword? I kind of want this. I'm gonna get it. Sorry, Painstingle. Sorry. It's just that it's a ridiculous named sword and I want it. Okay, so yes, jump to this location. Thank you very much. It's right there. Let's install this. Oh, it's a big one. Ooh, that's got some size to it. All right, I'm going to tuck this guy down here. And how are we doing on stone blocks, by the way? Do we have enough blocks to do all of that? Probably. I'm good on granite. I like that. I like granite. Seen different styles of place of RimWorld and enjoy them all. Yeah, I think Prison Architect is probably a little more hard-coded into, you know, as Mel says, playing it properly. I think RimWorld gives you a little bit more freedom to, you know, be creative with it. Prison Architect, if you play it like me, your prison will burn, basically. Is there anything like RimWorld, like a live underwater tech or dig like a mole man tech? You could attack enemies from underneath. Not really, but the jump packs, you can be death from above, if that helps. So the jump packs are basically short-range, you know, jets, backpack jets. So it's really good for melee characters. I might give Legua one, because you can just jetpack immediately to an enemy, come in behind their defenses, and then just slice them up with a ridiculous sword. Speaking of which, where did we put that? I really would like to know where that is. Where did the pods come in? Or do they until oh, you know what? Probably not until I actually built the thing, Dave. And speaking of stone blocks, let me add get more crafting onto everyone else's life here. Where did I put my stone bench? Am I looking right at it? I am looking right at it. Okay. So yeah, get some more stone blocks made when you get a chance, please. Give me 20, and then... Alright, 21 apparently. And then call me when you're done. You wanted the opposite of Death from Above. Yeah, pretty much I've got Death from Above for you. Just started Don't Starve. I messed around with that for like 10 minutes, and I think I would definitely file that game under game I would really like to like if I can kind of get a handle on it. But obviously, like Oxygen Not Included or Prison Architect, that's going to take some time. That's not a game. Kukul, welcome. It's not a game you can just like jump into and be in any way competent. You just sort of jump in and die immediately. What are we at? Bedtime? Okay, speed it up a little bit. I want Legua to get his amazing sword, and that means we got to get up and build a thing. What have I got here? Oh, I have a legendary dresser. Okay. I don't know when we made that. I kind of vaguely remember making that. And then I kind of don't, which is pretty much par for the course around here. What do you guys... Oh, everybody's sleeping. How's the food in the Royal Muffalo Chambers? It's good, but it could be better. I think I might have them haul some more food up there. Anybody making any drugs? Nope. Nope, not a one. Not a one. Muffalo babies. I don't think any of the Muffalos are pregnant right now, are they? No, we have no pregnant Muffalos. We have several other pregnant animals. We're getting some more goats soon. Oh, we're getting a lot of goats soon. I got 3 pregnant goats, and Svetlana's pregnant again, too. Good, I feel even better about selling those donkeys. I'm getting more soon anyway. Not a big fan of games where you die if you don't do a thing. Yeah, it's not so much die if you don't do a thing, it's just that it's unforgiving. Don't Starve is just unforgiving. What purpose does a legendary dresser serve? Financial, really. Financial. I mean, they'd love it if I put it in somebody's room. They'd be wicked into that. It would be very, very cool, but it's going to have far more value to me to sell that to somebody. So that's my incentive right there. Oh, everybody's up. Good. Legua. Oh, wait, we don't actually have the sword yet, Dave. Stop getting all excited about Legua, the superhero, with a sword now. So Reed is cleaning. Okay, good. Good. And then Gonzalo, you're working on stone blocks. I've got to get more crafters. I just have nobody doing crafting right now. Legua, you've got a 9. Why don't you also be on crafting duty? And Kalian, what are you up to? You got a 6? You can do some crafting. I got a lot of crafting bills on right now. I'm going to put some more crafting people at 1. And just to get some of this stuff cleared out. Mostly the narcotics. I'd really like to see... I put a lot of work into the drug lab. And I'd like to see it come to fruition, if that's at all possible. And we're... Oh, it's only the middle of December. Okay, so we're not getting any new drugs in the near future. That's fine. We'll work on what we've got. Oh, somebody put the thing up. Good. Great. Good. So let's do... What have I got the most of again? Granite. Okay. How about granite flagstone? And then place those blueprints for granite, please. Thank you. Okay, I think... Are we done? Was that it? Did I do all the things? I think I did all the things. Okay, people get in there and start doing granite-y things. I do like the idea of a game where you have to craft clothes and house from the wilderness and hunt for food. Yeah, I like a good... I do like survival games. I just find them to be all very samey. They're just sort of cut and paste kinds of things. I think probably, weirdly, my most favorite survival game was Scum. I think that was very, very well done for being sort of a very dismissed game. I think that just sort of went under people's radar and they said, oh, this is just a silly game. They're trying to shock people with it. It's actually quite good, especially in its survival mechanics. It's brutal. I mean, it's completely unforgiving, but it's good. Oh, Kalian's making drugs. Oh, super. Super. Good deal. Good deal. Did someone go on a quest and get the legendary status? No, Willow, we just made it. I'm pretty sure we just made it. So you've just got a chance of that. It's a dice roll. It's just that the higher level somebody's crafting ability, the higher chance they have to craft something that's good or, excellent or legendary, as the case may be. Or, wait, is legendary above or below masterwork? Is it masterwork then legendary or then legendary then masterwork? What's the highest level of crafting? I want to say it's got to be legendary. It must be. Got sheltered. I really like it. Oh, I don't know how much I've investigated that. Oh, I was looking at the thing. Okay, yeah, Weber's already down here. Weber's working on this. Did we bury somebody? Who's in here? Oh, right. It is, Syl. I forgot about Syl. Syl was the one we lost in the betrayal. I forgot about Syl. I'm being facetious about the legendary thing. Oh, no, I wasn't. I wasn't. Oh, masterwork, then legendary. Okay, so legendary is the highest tier crafting thing we can do. Okay, fair enough. That's about right. Yeah, I mean, it'll sell very well. The first person who's interested in it should pay a very pretty silver to get their hands on that. Wow, I made a really good cup of coffee. I surprised myself with that because I did it very hastily. Good job me, I guess, on the coffee. Oh, more potatoes are coming in. Oh, super. And we actually got more Devil Strand. Great. More capes. I have so many Devil Strand capes. Well, I have two. Two isn't really... I've got a third one in the works. And Gonzalo is taking a break from everything else to make a whole bunch of stone blocks. I'm kind of regretting that bill now. I might turn that bill off. I just want to make sure that they have enough to do all of this. We'll see. We'll see. What else is going on around town? Oh, I was going to move food. Right, food. Shield, what are you up to? You're cooking, Kalian. You're making drugs. Don't stop doing that. Legua, you're just sort of mining. Could you get, please, this hay up to the Royal Muffalo quarters, please? I think I would be more into a light survival game like Minecraft, except not blocky. Yeah, I mean, I see, I totally get why people love Minecraft, but I just wasn't that into it. And a lot of it is that blocky style. I like something. It's just not me. It's just not. There's sometimes I can get away with that, and it's okay if the game is like really appealing to me. But I don't know. I wanted to. I wanted to be into Minecraft, but at the end of the day, I'm just not. I'm just not. It was really fun to play with the Granite Accidents because everything is fun to play with them. But I didn't enjoy it very much, and it was more sort of like there is a certain aspect of Minecraft where it's like, aha, you did a thing wrong, now you're dead. Ha! It's one of those ha-ha games sometimes. Zelda Master is never the highest. There's always one or two levels beyond legendary, most powerful master thing. Got it. Oh, that's where I'm remembering Sheltered from. Right, Penge did it. Right. I can... Okay. I see why it's good. I don't think Sheltered would hold my attention forever. Although we are... again, we never try to do the same games at the same time, but I think Mr. Prepper will probably make an appearance on my channel. Penge just jumped right back into that. I'm shocked at how quickly he got it up, because I know exactly when he got the key, and he had the video up that night. Phenomenal work on that. Like, wow. I sometimes I do move that quickly, but I know the minute that he had the key, and then he had a video up on Mr. Prepper that night, and I was really planning on putting Mr. Prepper up. Maybe for like a mini-series. Like, I don't want to go through all of the beta, but I'd like to do a mini-series of it. Playing a lot of Grifflands. It's like Slay the Spire, but with storylines by Clay, who also did Don't Starve. I've seen Grifflands. I just don't remember a lot about it. Ooh, a combat supplier. Would you like to buy a legendary dresser? Would that be something that you're into? And Painstingle, if you're all bummed out about talking to people, who else is good at that? Shield's okay. Oh, Kalian, get on the radio. Go talk to these guys. Nephew Incorporated. I love the names in RimWorld. I never get tired of the names. Rick's Lobsters, the Landmines, Nephew Incorporated. Okay, what do you got, Nephew Incorporated? What are you interested in buying? Boy, everyone will buy these organs. I'm still going to hold on to them just in case we need one. Just in case. Alright, you can buy my garbage weapons. You can actually buy that rifle because I'm making better stuff now these days. You can buy the Molotov cocktails because fire and I don't mix. Ooh, that's about all you're willing to take. I don't have any new art done yet. Dr. Shouting Stone. Dr. Shouting Stone. What was that about Mr. Prepper? I will likely bring it back to the channel sooner rather than later. I just, as we always say, Penge and I ideally don't do the same games at the same time. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Sim Casino. and MMORPG Tycoon 2. Sometimes we're always going to do the same game just because it's super, super popular and a lot of interest, and we're having a ton of fun playing it. So I know he just put up Mr. Prepper. He didn't get the same key I got, but he got a key at exactly the same time I did, and he had the video up immediately. I was planning on putting it out. I've just kind of held back because I'm like, geez, Pench just did it. So, but I would like to get Mr. Prepper back up on the channel. Probably a mini-series, because the beta is still not the full game, to the best of my knowledge. It's still a limited amount of gameplay. Yeah, no, M, the lung is for you. The lung is for you. Academia is launching. Oh, good. Yay. I've had such success with Academia. I'm going to tell you, Mel, I think Academia went worse than Prison Architect. I think I'm actually having better success holding down violent prisoners than I was small school children. So you're waiting for him to finish his CK3 run before you put yours out. How am I finding it? That's such a complicated question that you just asked. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's definitely what I wanted in difference to CK2. So I tried to play CK2. I really did. I put a lot of effort into it, and I just couldn't make a go of it. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Crusader Kings 3 is just the dumbed-down version of Crusader Kings 2. And my response was, thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted, is a dumbed-down version of that. Let me just get this sale done here. Is there anything I actually really want from you guys? I could get some recon armor. There's no reason I shouldn't have some really good armor on somebody. Or locust armor. Remind me what that does, please? Poorly in static defense or confined quarters, but good in mixed cover. Okay. It's very pricey. Am I going to pay for some recon armor? Knowing that this number up here is not accurate because there's still silver that I have that we haven't put up into storage yet. I think I might just do that. Yeah, I think we're going to buy some recon armor. Why not? There we go. I'm going to buy that. Great, good, I did that. So I love CK3, Shouting Stone. I've re-rolled it, I think, about 20 to 30 times now. Sometimes I've re-rolled it 7 times in one night, because I don't get the start that I want, and I keep bouncing around. I'm like, oh, that looks like a fun part of the world. Let me go try out that one. And then I do it for a little bit. I'm like, oh, let's go to this part of the world and see what happens over here. And I'm messing around with a lot of the rules and the game rules and the settings and stuff, and kind of figuring out what works for me. Here's my concern, Dr. Shouting Stone. It goes on forever. Like, forever. I want to put it on the channel, because it's a good game for me. It kind of fits my style. I can build a story around it, which is kind of, I guess what I do around here. Try to build a story in the game. That's why Rising Star 2 is working out so well for me, is because it's just the story writes itself. I'm not playing Rising Star 2. Rising Star 2 is playing me. That story is just organically happening there. So my concern with CK3 is that it's going to go forever. It will be one of those games that goes on forever and ever and ever. Willow is going through a fatigue flare. Now you be as active or as non-active as you want to be, Willow. As active or as non-active as you want to be. You hang out and do you. Hope you get a code for Honey, I Joined a Cult. I desperately want Honey, I Joined a Cult. You have no idea how much I want Honey, I Joined a Cult. Alright, here's the thing with Honey, I Joined a Cult. I've been very reluctant to kind of like, I'm going to use air quotes around the word harass the developers about a key, because I just have a hard time doing that. You guys know me. I'm hard to accept generosity. I'm also hard to like ask for things that I want. It's just not my nature. It's not how I was raised. So I'm very... Oh, we finally made that charge rifle. Great. Okay, you know what? I got a charge rifle and recon armor. Pause the game a sec here. Who's my best fightiest person who isn't a superhero? Who's the best at shooting right now? Kalian, Legua. Yeah, Legua, you're a superhero, so you don't count. Weber, you're awfully good at shooting people. Addy, you're way too old. Borba, Gonzalo, Reed, and Buck. Okay, Weber. And you've got the gun link thing. Okay, Okay, I got a plan for you, Weber. Go wear the recon armor for a start. Then you're going to get a charge rifle. You're going to be awesome. You're going to be absolutely awesome. So, M, going back to Honey, I Joined a Cult, I want that so desperately, but it's very hard for me to ask for it. Like, I really want to hit these guys up and go, please, 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 can I have a key for Honey, I Joined a Cult? That is like the perfect game for this channel. It's just not my nature. I really have a hard time asking for things that I want. It's just not how I was raised, you know? We just sort of sit quietly and hope that you get things, which isn't how the world works, but it's how my brain works. Is Weber the one you're turning into a cyborg? No, that's Legua. Legua is my cyborg superhero. Weber is going to be, now, my insane sniper. So you are going to get some recon armor, you have a gun link, and you're getting a charge rifle. You're going to kill things from across the planet. This is going to be great. Oh, no, don't go away, Weber. Don't go away. Get yourself a charge rifle there. There you go. Oh, you had the good sniper rifle. Yeah, you had the Masterwork sniper rifle. Oh, well, who's next on the I like to shoot things crowd here? Shield, well, what do you all... You've got a bolt action rifle. Payne Stingle, why don't you go get the sniper rifle? Because I don't want you near anything that's going to hurt you at all. Maybe somebody send the devs this clip. Hey, you know what? If I'm not opposed to a little help, it is very hard for me to ask for help. But you know, so long as it was done in a non-harassing way, like totally respectful and cool, I'm okay. What is that game about? It's exactly what it says. It's exactly what it says. So think Prison Architect or RimWorld or Academia, but you're building a cult. You're actually building like a you know, a Jonestown style cult. You know, funny. You know, not like awful like Jonestown, but like a funny comedy cult. And that's what it is. But it's in the style of Prison Architect or Academia or RimWorld, sort of the paper cutout style that I've grown to love. I never liked these games, and then I've absolutely grown to completely love them. So I'm so looking forward to that game. So looking forward. Mads, welcome. Really, really want that. There's two that I'm super, super excited about. That is number one. Number one on the list is Honey, I Joined a Cult. There's a supermarket builder that looks really, really well done. I forget the exact name of it. It might be something like simple, like Supermarket Tycoon or something like that. But there's, I've seen that popping up on Twitter. I follow those guys on Twitter, and it looks really good. If they can produce what they're showing off on Twitter, it's going to be a very, very good tycoon builder game. I harass everyone unknowingly. They'll make a game out of anything these days. They absolutely will. I think starting a cult is actually an untapped niche, Willow. I think it's an untapped niche. There should be more games about allowing me to start a cult. Because the first thing it's going to be is the Church of Todd the Spicy. I'm telling you that right now. I am absolutely bringing back the Church of Todd the Spicy, if I have my way, and I will. Whatever that game was, I don't remember the name of that. I did like a four or five episode miniseries on it. But yeah, the Church of Todd the Spicy will be back if I can have my way. And Weber, are you like ridiculous now? You're so ridiculous now. You're so completely ridiculous. Oh, you get to wear, I forgot you get to wear still a shirt and pants under your armor. Oh, that's cool. Good. And you still got the gun link. Excellent. Good deal, you. Dave's Awesome Cult. Yeah, I think it'll be sort of Dave's Awesome Cult brackets Church of Todd the Spicy. I don't remember the game where that came up, and it was totally randomly generated. The game came up with it for me. I was just going through the randomizer of names of the god, because you basically play God in the game, and Todd the Spicy came up. I cannot possibly write anything better than that. The Church of Todd the Spicy. After Goat Simulator, I shouldn't be surprised. Exactly. And Goat Simulator is the easy one. I mean, look at the simulator games. There's Pillow Simulator, Willow. Pillow Simulator. You're simulating a pillow. So they will make a game out of everything. I think cult-based games are, frankly, an untapped niche. There is Secret Government. That's pretty culty. That's tough, though. It's a good game. If you're into, like strategy, but long game strategy, that's a really good game. I played it. I haven't... It's really tough. And it's tough, like, it's not going to be fun on the channel. It was fun for me to play it, but, I basically immediately fail over and over and over again. But yeah, Secret Government is really good for strategy stuff. It's almost plays a little bit more like a board game than anything else, but it's really, really fun. And one way or another, I'm getting my nudist cult. Oh, yeah, I hope that's in there. I hope, well, because I'm pretty sure you can dictate the clothing of the cult members. They put a lot of stuff up on Twitter. If you're interested in Honey, I Joined a Cult, their Twitter feed is pretty good. And they're very regular about showing off, their development and where the game is at and that kind of thing. How am I with skiing? Oh, Snowtopia is finally coming out? Is it really? Penge did a one-off on that back in its like pre-alpha days. He did a one-off, and then there was nothing to the game. I mean, if it wasn't for Penge, you would have tuned out ages ago. But yeah, I was actually I actually put a comment in Penge's video saying I'd really be interested in this when the game actually comes out. I didn't know it was actually coming out. Hang on, I'm sort of like vaguely looking at RimWorld. Let me know if there's a raid or anything. And I'm kind of also going over to Steam to make sure I throw that on my wish list. I didn't know Snowtopia was finally in the advanced stages there. So S-N-O-W is how you spell snow. Nope, no luck yet. Let's try Topia. There we go. Ski Resort Tycoon. Okay. Oh, there's a demo of it. That's probably what Penge played. Oh yeah, early 2021. We hope. We hope. Yeah, that did look good, actually. No, I'd watched Penge play it, and I had exactly the same idea, which is, I could play this. That looks pretty good. Surely it's decorating a cult, people coming up to your door, I'm bringing you new wallpaper, and then they do up your house in exchange for some pamphlets. Again, just all I really know is what I follow on Twitter and what they say about it, but I guess you can very clearly say whether your cult is going to be a nice cult or a nasty cult. I may kind of split the difference there, see how that goes. You can hunt for your hidden video game, be a slice of toast, be a checkpoint guard, be considerate, be a guy using bad physics. Yeah, there's a game for everything, because anyone can make a game now. It doesn't require, well, it requires skill, but anyone can make a game. You can download the software, and you can be a game designer by the end of this afternoon. You can probably hammer out a game over the weekend and throw it out on Steam. So anyone can do it. I mean, except me. I'd be terrible at that. How's this thing coming? How are we doing on this thing over here? Oh dear, my good coffee is getting a little cold. That's depressing. I don't like when that happens. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's RimWorld got going on right now? Gonzalo, what are you doing these days? Oh, you're back to stone blocks. Okay. It's actually probably a pretty good idea. That's actually probably a very, very good idea, because I think, have we put everything in here? No. We might actually be a little light on granite. When you're done with that, I'm going to change your bill to just granite. Just granite. Wee Roddy Max, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry you're going through an upsetting time. Possibly I can cheer you up with some stone blocks that Gonzalo here is making. We need an M simulator. What would that look like, Em? I mean, how do we simulate you? Would we sit and watch me play RimWorld as, like, a couple hours of your day? So yeah, change this bill, please. Let's get rid of this bill, and let's do just granite blocks, please. How about just some granite blocks around here? You go find some granite. You call me when you're done with that, because we need some extra granite around here. Husband did game development today. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That was the thing that he did. So what exactly, M, would be M Simulator? Like walk us through this. What does your game look like? I'm on Steam, M. I'm on Steam, and I'm going through my my queue, that they put up every day. Here's some games you might be interested. And M Simulator pops up. What's my sell? What's the sizzle? Where do I say I'm throwing this one on my wish list? Where's my buy-in on this is what I want to know. Are we feeding the Royal Muffalos? Yes. Yes, we are, but we could be feeding them a little bit more. I'd be okay if they had a little bit more food up there. Borbo, what are you doing these days? You're just cleaning things. Great. Grab some of that hay and bring it up to the Royal Muffalos, please. Watch a YouTube documentary about a game called Yandir. It's interesting. Never heard of it. I don't know if I've heard of that. Would you like me to heat up your coffee in the microwave? No, it's just gone. That was like the last sip. I don't suppose there's any more left. I don't know if you had any, hon. But if there's more, I'll totally take more. But no, there's no coffee to heat up. I've drunk it all. I had the last lukewarm sip just now. I'm very sorry to hear that, Wee Roddy. Thank you. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. We do, we try to keep it a little light around here if we can. Very sorry you're going through that. Very sorry. So we do try to keep it a little bit light if at all possible. So, I just remembered I didn't like my own stream. Yay, I like myself. So where are we up to? Svetlana. Like, what are you up to, Svetlana, these days? What are you doing, actually? Come here. Oh, you're eating. Okay, that's less interesting than I thought it would be. So hang on just one sec. Just one sec. And then, there we go. Okay. This easier than talking directly. It absolutely is, Google. This is how we basically communicate for 4 hours out of the weekend. Is we just type back and forth. So, it works out great, actually. Absolutely works out great. So, Royal Muffaloes, fed. Good. I'd actually like some more up there. Borba, can you haul some more of that, please? Yeah, haul that hay up there, and then let's get... Yeah, I'm just be happy if the Royal Muffaloes had more food than less. Oh, Kalian's up making drugs. Great. Oh, super. I like that. I like that. It's going to be an action-packed game with a girl against her 3 guy roommates. Yeah, okay. All right, you're already sizzling it for me. So is it like an action shooter kind of thing? Or, like, is this like a sort of a stealth game where you're planting traps for your roommates? I am upstairs, Willow, yes. I am upstairs. They're the ones who were frying fish at midnight. Oh, yeah, you should probably, like, Home Alone them. You should Home Alone them for a while and see how that works out. Husband and I just shout at each other. Sometimes we text. There's a very little bit left. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no, Dave's wife. I would be okay with that. If only because it'll be, coffee, and I really, really like coffee. So that would be okay if you wanted to do that. But if you don't, that's okay, too. I'm just happy that Kalian's making drugs. What kind of drugs are you making? Oh, you're making smoke leaf. Okay. I'd like it if we made harder narcotics. They sell better. That's the thing. They sell better. So, okay, keep doing what you're doing. We've got beer and smoke leaf. We don't have anything harder yet. Oh, Gonzalo's making more beer. Good. Gonzalo, how them granite blocks treating you? Oh, Legu is on that. Okay, that's fine. Legu is on that. He is upstairs, and I try not to be loud and interrupt the stream. It is, in her defense, Kukul, it's a very sensitive microphone. So it does pick up a lot of stuff. So, it's a small house. It's a very small house. I mean, realistically, we're only about 10 feet away from each other. But it's just, there's a floor between us. Painsnickle's researching. Oh, I know what I wanted to check. The whole ground penetrating thing. Yeah, I did put it up. Is this a research thing? Oh, I did a thing. Okay, good. Super. Let's do those transport pods. I always dismiss them. But Mel kind of clued me in on how they could be best used. Mrs. Dave comes online. We can all say hi to her. Mrs. Dave has just as much stature on the channel, perhaps more than I do. I noticed when the Christmas greetings were going around, the holiday greetings, I'm pretty sure that Mrs. Dave got more holiday greetings than I did on the channel. So I actually started counting, and I think more people said Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas to Mrs. Dave than to me. And you know what? That's completely fair. That's 100% fair. I get it. I totally get it. So, what was I doing? I know what I was going to do. Now that we've done that thing, what can I make and then shove into Legua to make more of a superhero? Oh, wow. Wait, are we out of components? Are we just hardcore out of components? We are. Did I pause that? Oh, I paused it. Oh, yeah, don't pause that anymore. Don't make any more charge rifles, though. That takes forever. It is the cupcakes. You're absolutely right, Willow. It's a spy game where you make life hard for the roommates and then you remain innocent. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. I see where you're going. It's like Hitman. Okay, M. Then I'm interested in your game. I'm interested in your game. Audio is good. I've heard worse. Oh, yeah, no, the audio is good. It's just a very sensitive microphone. So if she was like, I don't know, running the vacuum cleaner or something, you guys would hear that because it's a very small house. But no, I have no complaints specifically about my audio. Obviously, I don't clean it up for live streaming. The stuff that ends up on the channel has usually been scrubbed a little bit in Audacity. Not as probably as well as it should be. Ghost Rider, welcome, 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 welcome. Excuse me, quick cough coming on. That's better. So yeah, okay, that's what was holding a lot of stuff up. We weren't making components because I suspended that, and then I forgot to put it back on again. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. So that being said, what can I make that I can shove into Legua? The gastroanalyzer, I think, is with food poisoning, right? I want to view that. Oh, it's a bionic nose implant. Oh, it's a bionic nose implant. I'm so happy. It's a bionic nose. User can smell foods, right? And then... Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll go back to the couch and the kitty.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. User can smell foods in depths and richness and the precision unknown. Oh, cook more effectively. Okay, cook more effectively. I got it. Build the transport pod launchers right up against each other, otherwise you won't be able to launch them together. Got it. Okay. There would absolutely not be a wee hours without Mrs. Dave. You're 100% correct about that. Ambi, welcome. Did you know with Bobcat, the green cheese was a British radar-guided anti-ship missile developed in the 50s, carrying nuclear warhead to destroy enemy fleets? I've actually watched a RimWorld playthrough that went to the end game. It was interesting, and no, it wasn't Penges. Well, I'm kind of working on one of those. It hasn't happened yet, but it could. All right, so that's that. And then what's the immuno-enhancer? I think that's... Oh, I didn't want to build it yet. Sorry, I just wanted to look at it. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You're just not going to get sick as much. Yeah, immunity gains significantly. So if you do get sick, you're going to get immune faster. Okay, I'll probably give one of those to Legua, just because. What does that take, exactly? 15 plasteel and 4 advanced components. Oh, I can build that right now. Yeah, give me one of those. I just want something else to slap inside my superhero. There we go. Program was canceled in 1956 because of cost overruns and the fact the missiles could not fit in the bomb bay of the aircraft. So as I'm reading that, I'm getting some buffering, guys. Do please let me know if we're going to have one of these days where YouTube is just not being very cool about things. Yeah, Willow's buffering. Okay. Hang on, let me look at Streamlabs here. What's the problem? Actually, Streamlabs is looking good. Right. Okay, keep me posted, guys, because I've stopped buffering. Art is out. Okay, bye, Art. Thank you. The coffee and cupcakes, the Dave household religion. Yeah, pretty much. That was pretty much. First time I've ever heard Mrs. Dave clearly speaking in the background. Yeah, the stream we did together of Cooking Simulator, we just really didn't have a lot of time to test settings or anything like that, so probably should have positioned the microphone a little bit better. I did notice in playback she was, it was hard to hear her. It sounded like she was across the room when she was actually right next to me. All right, no one else is buffering. Yeah, the buffering seems to be over. That was probably just a minor little hiccup there. But yeah, she's often here. She's often here. Downstairs, but often here. No buffering here, no buffering. Good. Excellent, good. Oh, and more coffee. Even better. Yay. What was my plan? I had a plan. I usually do. I just don't remember what it was now. That's unfortunate. Granite blocks. Okay, more granite blocks are being produced because we're continuing to flesh out the thing down here. I wouldn't mind getting that. Although it is just honor. It's not like it's high priority stuff here. And where are we at? How many of the granite blocks have we actually made at this point? Okay, some. And it's nap time again. Let me just blaze through that. Goodness, now I have 3 Devil Strand capes. Anyone want a Devil Strand cape? Like Buck. What do you do around here? Oh, I see I'm buffering again. Okay. Buck, what are you wearing these days? A hat and a shirt, parka, and some pants. They're actually all really high high integrity, though. I probably won't change that out. So let's see. Buffering on my end over here. No, Streamlabs is looking pretty good. It's not saying I'm dropping frames or anything. We'll kind of see if that corrects itself. That would be nice. And then what? How's my steel these days? How much steel do I have? Oh, I have very little steel. I have very little steel. I need way more steel than that. So a weed cape. Yeah, basically. I have more steel up here that we haven't picked up yet. But I'd like to see a heck of a lot more than that. Like, that's just not... Oh, here's some raw components, I guess, that we could go and get while we're figuring out to make other ones. And then any more components and or steel. Not that I can immediately see. Doctors keep telling me to give up coffee. You don't listen to them, Willow. You don't listen to them. No, unacceptable. They don't know what's best for you, doctors. Psh. Yeah, like they know what's good. I think we're going to have to start bisecting another mountain. Because I need to know where more steel lives, and I don't. That looks like the ancient evil over there. Yeah. Okay, some more steel down here that we haven't grabbed yet. So I do have a quantity that just hasn't been hauled. Alright, that, and get all of that. And then, oh, a little more over here. Get that. Alright, and then we'll probably have to start bisecting a mountain. I'd like them to kind of finish up what they're doing. What are we making these out of? Oh, do we not have wood? Wow, I am just not good with raw materials right now. Huh. Who knew? Well, I do now. So get some wood chopped down. I didn't realize we were that shy of wood around here. There we go. Okay. Don't be dissing doctors. Point taken, Dr. Shouting Stone. Point taken, sir. So yeah, actually, now that you just popped up and reminded me, I'm having a think about CK3. I don't know. I mean, I'd certainly love to play it on the channel, but I don't want this to be like 100 episodes later, and I'm still on like my second generation in CK3. I don't know what I want to do with it. Short answer, I don't know what I want to do with it. I am, P.S., now that you're here, I am enjoying Wasteland 3. Wasteland 3 is fun. I'm actually surprised at how I'm going to tentatively use the word easy the initial bit is, because Wasteland 2 is unforgiving. Wasteland 2 is happy to hand you a team wipe on your first mission. But Wasteland 3, it's a little more of a softer landing, I found. A little more forgiving in the combat. You got, I mean, I've certainly had characters killed, but it's not quite as brutal. Can I grow trees? Good question. Have I researched that? We'll go all the way back to here. All the way back. Yeah, I actually even have cocoa. I haven't done anything with it. We'll set something up for the spring. Oh, there's a fire. I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's probably not fine. Somebody will deal with it. It's okay. Yeah, Borba's already over here. Borba's already dealing with the fire. What's my, do I have any really good fertile areas if I were to put up, Who's what's it there? Cocoa trees. Not really. Not within our walls, anyway. There's a really good patch up there. I might take that. Yeah, I might put cocoa trees up here. Oh, and there's a dead boar. Is it still fresh? Yeah, it's actually perfectly good. Perfectly good dead animal there. Perfectly good dead animal. So yeah, I think now that Bobcat has reminded me, I think we will grow some trees. I'm going to put cocoa trees up. Outside the walls, which is probably not the smartest idea, but, here we are. I'm clearly doing it anyway. I don't even think they're even going to get started on these until the spring, so it's probably too cold. It's actually only 34 out. That's not really that bad. Decaf, there's a time and a place for decaf, never and in the trash. I will actually respectfully disagree with you on that one, Willow. I will, because there's sometimes, I have certainly long ago, reached the age where I can't sleep if I have coffee at night. I remember in my early 20s, I could drink a pot of coffee and go right to bed and sleep fine, but those days are long gone. We've done a thing, transport pods. So there are times in the evening where I really, really want coffee, but I don't want to be up all night. So I will have decaf because I just want the taste of the coffee. I want that coffee, experience, but I really don't want to be up late at night. So I will respectfully disagree with you on that. There is a time and place for decaf, and it's when I desperately want coffee, and I can't have it because I'll be up all night with that. Sprinkling salt also puts out fires. Have I seen Old World? A cross between Civ and CK. I haven't. Never finished Wasteland 3. Loved it for a while, kind of drifted away. Well, here's the thing, Shouting Stone. Because of the winter sale, and, using things like, Patron and that kind of thing of what it's there for, I'm sitting on CK3, Wasteland 3, and Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between all three on that. Baldur's Gate 3 is, it's excellent. It's excellent. And, obviously it's made by Larian, so, we all knew that was a thing, and we were all very excited about that. It's very Larian. It's less, I love it. I want to say that right up front. It's less Baldur's Gate 3 and more Divinity Original Sin 3 that happens to take place in the Baldur's Gate universe. That's not a bad thing. It's just that it may lose a little bit of its Baldur's Gate flavor in that it's super Larian. Like, I've played a lot of DOS 2, and my entry into Baldur's Gate 3 was seamless. Like, okay, I know all of these mechanics, because they're all traditional Larian mechanics of their role-playing games, which are all excellent. That's why we were all excited about that. Only 33 says the man from the Northeast USA. Well, it's actually been exceptionally cold here recently, so 33 is a pretty good thing. I'm okay with that. Oh, I was looking for Old World. Right. Okay, I put Snowtopia on my wish list. And Old World, you say. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one... I'm thinking of? Maybe, maybe not. It's actually not coming up on Steam. No, just Old World Blues is coming up on Steam. So I am apparently unfamiliar with that. That's not the Amazon one, is it? No, it wouldn't be. Not if it's a cross between Civ and CK. Okay, so no, I'm not familiar with Old World at all. I don't know that one even a little bit. What did I... Oh, I planted trees. Chocolate trees, specifically. Cocoa trees. And we've struck compacted machinery. That's right, because I told you to. I saw it before you did. Don't even tell me about that. Would I live stream Baldur's Gate? Oh, it's on Epic. Okay. Yeah, I don't generally go over to Epic until it's free. Sorry, Epic. You just keep handing out free games like candy. I have my Epic launcher right here. Hang on one sec. Let me pan over to a slightly more interesting part of RimWorld, maybe, instead of just an empty field. There we go. All right, and let me slow it down there. We're making a lot of drugs now. Drugs are happening. Oh, we're making the hard stuff, too. Okay, so... Old World. Let's see what we can do with that. I don't even know if Epic has a wish list. I don't even know how it works. I just take their free games and call it a day. So what do we got going on here? Show me something here, Epic. No, come on, go there. And then, let me see what this is. Okay, I kind of see what they're doing there. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It does kind of look like CK meets Civ. Okay, I mean, I might take a look at it. It looks... My first thought in the, 6 seconds that I just spent looking at it is... It looks like... I immediately asked, why am I playing this and not playing CK3? So, I didn't immediately get that... Oh, Muffalaw's pregnant! Muffalaw is pregnant again! We're gonna have another baby Muffalo. No, I've never paid for a game on Epic either. Wait, did I? No, I have to check that. Technically won. Yeah, Phoenix Point. Phoenix Point. Disappointed in that, but Phoenix Point. I actually did jump back into Phoenix Point for a little bit. And I do still like the game. But it's just... Much like what I just saw with Old World, I was just always asking, why am I playing this and not XCOM 2? Because XCOM 2 is a better game. So why am I playing this? And that's exactly what I just thought with Old World is, why am I playing this and why am I not playing CK3 or Civ? Because I didn't immediately get that difference, that sort of aha, this is different than those. Let me give this give this a shot here. Perturby, welcome, welcome, welcome. Literally typing, do you find it's mostly DOS 3? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. And that's not a bad thing. I want to express that. And I also got to say, I'm not that far into the game. I re-rolled it once. So I re-rolled it once? Yeah, I re-rolled it once. So I set up a character, and just to kind of dive in and get my feet wet. And then I immediately saw what my initial companions were going to be. And then I re-rolled it based on that. So obviously, part of the thing with anything like DOS or Baldur's Gate is I want a very complementary party. And I rolled in as a cleric, and then your first companion is a cleric. Like, okay, let me re-roll this. So I figured out who your first companions were going to be, and then re-rolled something different so we could have complementary skills rather than, clashing skills. And then I've put a while into it, but I'm still very much in the initial areas. I'm in that Druid Grove thing going on there. So I really haven't made it very far. Obviously, part of the charm of it is just exploring and seeing what's out there. It's obviously a gigantic game, and it's still in early access. It's supposed to be. I used to know what the air quotes size of it was going to be when it goes into 1.0, and it's just going to be phenomenally huge. Phenomenally huge. The only thing, I love Larian, I do. The only thing I'm not as crazy about with their games is exploration is a little bit harder, and I can't immediately define why I'm saying that, but exploration with Larian games is not as fun as I want it to be. It's beautiful. I mean, it's extraordinarily beautiful. It looks great. But okay, I think David Hasselmuff. Can we just shorten it to Hasselmuff and I'm in? Kukul, if you say Hasselmuff is good enough, then I'm in on that. So what was my point with that? Oh, I think I actually do know why exploration isn't as fun with Larian stuff. A lot of the map is beautiful, but kind of empty. So they obviously have set points where things are happening, and set points where they've left whatever, a treasure or a secret entrance or something like that. The rest of the map is largely barren. It's beautiful, but there's nothing there. So the only thing with Larian is you're basically going from one interesting point to another, and you're trying to get to the next interesting point. That's my only complaint. And I love Larian, and I love Baldur's Gate 3. It's fantastic. It looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And the fact that there's, sort of voiceover work with almost every single interaction is just the amount of work they put into it is just amazing. Terry Hart, the legendary actor, is here. Legendary actor. It is fantastic that a celebrity of your stature could take the time out of your extremely busy day. I'm sure there's a lot going on in Hollywood that needs your attention. And people want your attention. But I do appreciate you taking very, very tiny amounts of time out of your incredibly busy schedule to come by and watch me play RimWorld. Yeah, we're making a lot of drugs now. Yeah, the drugs are flying out of here now. This is great. I think we're making some more beer now. This is going to be good stuff if we get a trader who comes by who's very, very interested in some hardcore narcotics. Like, not the light stuff anymore. What did we make? Flake or Yayo? Yeah, we made a bunch of flake. Cool. Good. Quite a bit of it, actually. All right, that's going to be a good price. So Hasselmuff is definitely in. All right. We're not going to see that today. I think it's quite a long gestation period on Muffalo. But you guys got to remind me of that next week, if we even see it next week. It's what's Muffalo? How long does that sort of thing take with you folk? Muffalo, we got. Oh, you're right, because it starts. You don't find out about it until mid-period, right? I always forget that. So yeah, we got another 18 days before that. There are some games that are just empty, beautiful landscapes to explore, and that's about it. Why are there drugs on the floor? Because all the space on the shelves is taken. So the shelves are well, actually this shelf is not full. So somebody could move in here and move the drugs up onto the shelf, but they haven't done that yet because they're a bunch of lazy sows. And but the floor is a stockpile zone. So they can put things on the shelves, or they can put drugs on the floor, just so long as they put all the drugs in this room. Oh, speaking of putting drugs in this room, and he was so excited about selling drugs, You haven't put a trade beacon in here, you moron. Put a trade beacon in there so we can actually sell the drugs, rather than just pretending we're going to sell the drugs. I mean, we could sell them to people who just come by, but that's eliminating 50% of my market now. Skyrim was my first game, spoiled me for other games. Open world and free exploration. Yeah, Larian gives you what I would qualify as semi-free exploration. And, I mean, actually with the jump mechanic that they've got in there, it does open it up a little bit more because, you know, you're always going to some cliff wall or something like, I can't go there. But maybe you can. You might actually be able to jump, and it's kind of fun like that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Again, it's sometimes the exploration is not as rewarding. Like, for instance, you know, I'm always going to default back to, like, Fallout 4, where exploration is incredibly rewarding. Because if for the junk alone, you could, just any abandoned building could give you exactly the thing that you need. So it really encourages you to check every little nook and cranny. I think Fallout 4, and you know what, people can shoot me down for this. I think Fallout 4, more than anything, rewards exploring every inch of it. Every single inch of it. What is Flake's real world equivalent? Probably something that I would get demonetized for saying on the channel. I'm sure it would shoot up some kind of red flag on YouTube. But think Miami Vice. I think if we went with a Miami Vice thing there, that would probably be appropriate for that. I think. I don't know. Cutscenes annoy me to no end. I'm okay with them. If I can skip them. That's my only request. Please let me skip this, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I like your game, I'm going to re-roll it about 20 times. So probably time number 3, I don't want to see the cutscene anymore. So make sure I can skip it. If I can skip it, I'm totally fine with cutscenes, because they are fun the first time for me. Did you know with Bobcat, red mercury is a mythological material claimed to be a component in Soviet nuclear weapons, a hoax created by shady black market arms dealers to swindle gullible buyers. Prey is good for that too. I've never actually played Prey. I'm aware of it. Obviously, I'm aware that it exists. I've never actually played it. Oh, we're probably gonna need some components for that trade beacon, aren't we? How are we? Okay, we have 8 components. Yay! Oh, I forgot. I totally. Oh, combat supplier, and there's a relationship. Okay, right. Who's the relationship? You're the aunt of Weber. Okay, I don't think Weber cares about that. I'm pretty sure I don't either. So that's fine. Weber is my ace sniper in insane armor and gun link now. So that's fine. If you're Weber's aunt, you're going to be in for a surprise because Weber might shoot you. Oh, it just got very, very cold out. We lost a bunch of plants. Yeah, it did go down to 10. Okay, it did go down to 10. So bringing the whole Baldur's Gate 3 back home for Dr. Shouting Stone, I absolutely love it. But it is DOS 3. It just happens to take place in the Baldur's Gate universe. Let me deal with these traders. Who did we send the last time on that? Oh yeah, Kalian. Yeah, you're chatty, and I don't know what's up with Painstingle. What is up with Painstingle? Why are you having... What is your health issue? You're 100% on everything. Why'd you say you had a health issue and you couldn't talk to me? I think you're just being lazy. I'm absolutely lazy about that. People just loved cutscenes with Get Games just to see them. Well, yeah, I mean, they were very exciting. And I like them so long as I can skip them the next time I re-roll it. That's all I want. That's all I want. Okay, what have we got here? Let me just catch up on chat real quick. Playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, sneaking up at a camp, and then you got to a cutscene. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Went blind into Morrowind, only experience from the Might and Magic games. Oh, I remember the very first Might and Magic. How vast and free the world felt. Yeah, Skyrim's like that too. And I also, again, I would fall back to, well, any of the last 3 Fallouts. I mean, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, or Fallout New Vegas is, they're all just huge. I think Fallout New Vegas may be the best one for just completely open, but not as rewarding for exploration because junk has no value until Fallout 4. And if junk has no value, what I find in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas is I actually don't bother exploring things unless I know it's like a big area where there's a big reward, because I'm like, oh, it's just going to be junk, so I'm not going to bother exploring that. Can we go through the colonies' conversations? Yeah, probably. Let me get this trading done first. Loved Original Sin 2, rather hoping for something more Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I'm going to see what happens. I mean, I assume at some point we actually get to Baldur's Gate. I'm very, very early in Act 1. So I'd like to see what happens when we get to Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And it was one of the games that got me into PC gaming. So I have a very high bar when we actually roll into Baldur's Gate. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, what are you guys interested in buying first? You will buy, you'll buy the drugs. You'll buy the drugs. So 100 flake I've made so far. That's going to net me a cool 991. I'm so glad we started a drug lab. I'm so very glad we started a drug lab. Sell all the drugs. I'll make more. It's fine. I'll make more. Sell all those smoke leaf joints too, because I just honestly don't want our own settlers getting high on that. Now, what have you got? Got that Zeus hammer. Yeah, I've kind of got a sword coming eventually. What else you got? You got a couple of charge rifles, sniper rifle. Okay, you got some stuff. You got some stuff. Not great stuff. I'm mostly going to take your money. But I could sell you so much beer. So very, very much beer. You have no components, but you'll buy them. You have a little bit of medicine. I don't care. I can make my own. I should set up another bill for that. Kind of like how Bard's Tale 3 was fine. It just wasn't Bard's Tale. It is. I won't disagree with you, Dr. Shouting Stone. It's very Larian. But that's kind of what we all got excited for, because they're really, really good at role-playing games. And they are. They are. It's just super Larian. It's DOS 3. It just happens to take place in a Dungeons & Dragons universe. And it's okay. I mean, it's not stopping me from enjoying it. Not stopping me one bit from enjoying it. I did notice they, on one of their patch notes or their updates, I noticed they kind of reduced the permanence of failing like speech checks and stuff like that. They were noticing that, because there's speech checks where it can lock you out of a whole experience just because you failed that one speech check. They're working on fixing a lot of that, so you still have an in into that whatever quest line or whatever it is. Even if you fail the speech check, you still have a shot at getting into that quest line or that storyline. I guess it was a little brutal. Or it's like, oh, you failed that speech check? Great. Here's a whole chunk of the game you can't play anymore. So I know they've been working on fixing that, which is good. That's no good. That's not cool. I might take the charge rifle. Just take the charge rifle. Because at this point, I've sold you all my drugs. Did I sell you all my beer yet? No, but I could. I might take the charge rifle just to take the charge rifle. And then, what else? Nothing really. Maybe a charge lance. I could get a sniper rifle. Yeah, I mean, broadly, if I buy a charge rifle, it's going to save me from making a charge rifle. So I'm going to, I'm growing the drug. Oh, wait, is that my charge rifle? No, that was their charge rifle. Okay. I'm going to buy that and then take the rest in silver. Thank you. I'm making the drugs for this reason. This is the whole point. Make the drugs so we can sell them and get things that we want. I'm glad they'll buy the drugs. That means the whole point of making them. Exactly what I just said, Willow. This is the whole reason we put up the drug lab, is so we can make things to sell to traders. And it's working. So we just got a charge rifle. Yes, I can make a charge rifle, but it takes a lot of materials, and it takes an insane amount of time. I mean, Gonzalo took a really long time to make that. Now, who's getting the charge rifle? Painstingle. You just got the legendary Masterwork sniper rifle, who's what's it? Shield, you've got an LMG. What's your shooty skill? Yeah, you could have a charge rifle. You're always in the front line. You're always, like, top of the list in the shooty team. So definitely come in here and get that. Definitely. Kukul's out. Okay, thank you, Kukul. Thank you for coming by. Awesome. I hope we'll see you next week. I like the idea of games with branching storylines based on your skill checks. Yes, I do too. And I like skill checks. I like being able to talk my way out of something. And I tell you what, Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty good for that. It gives you a lot of opportunities to talk your way out of things and not have to engage in combat. And it gives you different, much in the same way that, like, I would say Fallout New Vegas did, you have different skill checks that you could do based on what your skills are. So it's not just like, I'm good at charisma, therefore I can talk my way out of this. No, it's more, I'm good at deception, so I might be able to talk my way out of this. And I'm good at this, medicine skill, so I might be able to talk my way out of this. So it gives you some options. I do like that. It's not just like based entirely on one charisma skill and nothing else. It's based on a lot of things, much like Fallout New Vegas. So that part's really good, but I guess in the past and what they're working on is not locking people out of an experience because they had a bad dice roll. I mean, that's not cool. Gold is something you can buy, sell. Is it a commodity in this world? It is. It's mostly used for crafting, though. It's not used for trading. I mean, you can trade it. But silver is your currency. And then gold is used for crafting, especially high-end materials. So no one has insulted each other. Oh, okay, yeah, let's see what people are talking about. Bear with me one second. Thank you. What's, you know what? What's our superhero up to? Legua. What do you got going on these days? Okay, you chatted about acrobats with Buck. Sure. And you chatted about dinosaurs with Buck. And you chatted about lavish meals with Kalian. Okay. I mean, the dinosaur thing is cool. It's not as exciting as I wanted it to be. So Shield's been talking about tomahawks with Weber. And Weber and Addy chatted about practicing chess. Yeah, it's not super spicy. Not a lot of big gossip going on here. Gonzalo and Shield shared a word about bamboo trees, if that helps. And Shield quipped about using tomahawks with Weber that we already knew. Excellent. I used to talk my way out of conflicts in Coder after I learned how. Can we steal a Muffalo? Well, we're making our own now. We have a Muffalo factory going on over here in the Royal Muffalo Zone. Oh, speaking of which, how's the food? Actually, the food's pretty good. Food's pretty good right now. Yeah, we have Muffalo production on order here. So let's not. Here's a tip. Here's a tip. Here's your RimWorld pro tip for the day. Don't annoy the people who have literally all the guns. Oh, we did the monument. Oh, Legua, your super sword is here. Your super sword is here, Legua. I wasn't even paying attention. We finished the monument down here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. That's cool. Whatever. Legua, your super sword is here. So go get, I know, it's a persona sword. Once you have it forever. Ooh, and it does actually increase your psychic sensitivity. Ooh, but only when the weapon is held. Okay, so outside of combat, you're not going to be, like, affected as much by, psychic bumming out and that kind of thing. A dice roll skill check isn't ideal, but if you're playing as a character with no stealth skills, you should probably would have had a stealth-centric quest line. No, but you should be able to take a shot at it and fail. That's what I'd like, Bobcat. You should be able to say, I mean, you can fail all of the stealth checks in the quest line and be terrible at it, but I would like to have the option of it. I would like to take a chance at it if I could. Maybe I don't know how stealthy that mission is. Maybe I've never played that game before and I'm just going to do it because it's fun. But I would like the option of doing it. I would like to make my own mistakes in a game, rather than having the game lock me out of content because of A, a bad dice roll, or B, I'm not the right person to do that quest. Well, I'll tell you if I'm the right person to do that quest. P.S. I'm not, but I'd like to experience it anyway. If your focus is in combat, you probably should be shoved in the front lines of a combat quest line. No, I actually disagree. I think I absolutely should have the right to be shoved into the combat and then be brutally murdered, because that's the choice that I made. I want a game to give me as much freedom as possible. At no point do I want a game saying you can't do this. Well, I'll tell you if I can do this. That's that's what I'm doing in Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever year it is. I'm just going to do things and see what happens, and if I'm not right for that, then I'll pay the price for that. But I'd like the option of trying it. Now picturing M and all the ways she can gain Muffalo. Well, we have produced a Muffalo factory. I think we've got Muffalo production is in order here, and all the goats just gave birth. All the goats just gave birth. Oh, they're tiny. They're the tiniest little baby goats down here. Baby goat 1 and baby goat 2. Wait, were you twins? Or did we just happen to have both goats give birth? I think just both goats gave birth at basically the exact same moment. But there's tiny little goats down there. Very, very tiny little goats. Yay. Did we ever get any trees planted up here, guys? How did that all work out over here? No, not a single one. Not a single one. Okay, first of all, because you've got it marked for potatoes, Dave. So probably go ahead and change that to cocoa trees like you wanted in the first place. Okay, better. Yeah, it's too cold. It's too cold for that. That makes perfect sense. We've got more Devil Strand kicking around. I probably have nowhere to put that, I imagine. Now what? Now what should I do with my time? More capes. I think we've made yet another cape here. Gonzalo, you're still working on stone blocks. Why are we having... Are we in an eclipse or something? Why are we having no power? What's up with the power, guys? Why do we have no... Oh, yeah, all my batteries are drained. The heck's going on over here? Do I have a power issue? I should have no problems with power. Okay, everything is connected. Do we need to... Is one of them broken? Is that part of the problem? Because I may not have the components to fix it. Alright, well, Legua, you've probably got nothing... Oh, no, you're making drugs. That's very, very important. Shield, you're making food. That's equally as important. Red Fox as... Oh, Ambi gave birth. Okay, all sorts of things are happening right now. Where is this... Oh, yeah. Whoa. How did that fox get in here? Alright, everybody go destroy the... Actually, just Legua. Legua, I'm sending my superhero in for this. Off you go. I'm going to get you some bionic legs so you move faster. Donkey Foal number 1 is dead. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. That's basically fine. Why is Plush going in and out of the storage area? That doesn't seem right. I think I have to adjust your area. Legua, where are you? Oh, you're coming. You're coming. Okay. There was an eclipse not long ago, but that actually should have nothing to do with my power because I don't have solar power. I wonder if I just need another generator. Legua, could you kill the fox? Legua, come here. Come here. Melee attack the red fox. There we go. Oh, and your sword sets fire to them too. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, good job, Legua. You're off duty. Fantastic. We're gonna eat the donkey. Sorry. Yeah. We're sorry about that. I watched his Ice Sheet playthrough. Now I'm watching the desert one. Oh, Pete complete. Okay. Gotcha. Animals can actually have twins. Yeah, I think... I know, I knew twins were a thing. I absolutely knew they existed in RimWorld. I just don't think that's what happened, because I got 2 flags, one after the other, and I think it was 2 different goats. I did have 2 pregnant goats, and I think they just happened to have babies at exactly the same time. Legua, oh, you're working... I think you're working over in the cocoa tree area. You're smoothing a wall. Addie, you're going for a walk. Why don't you go refuel that generator? And then I'm going to see where I might have some more geothermal power vents kicking around here somewhere. Not local. Nothing immediately local. Maybe we can work something out somewhere else, maybe. No, and no. Ooh, okay. What am I going to do power-wise? Oh, God, there's a turkey. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Make it go away. Make it go away. You learn a lot of stuff, but he's way efficient. I think we had this discussion last week. Like, I don't actually enjoy, like, the hyper-efficient build, perfect game channels. I like people to fail. That's why Many a True Nerd's RimWorld is so brilliant. Because it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. He was... Okay, here's actually a really good example of that. When he did Total War Warhammer, both 1 and 2, both... Oh, there's another dead turkey. Let's eat that. He initially was terrible at it. He really was. He made a lot of mistakes doing Total War Warhammer. But he kind of muscled his way through it and figured things out and got better at it. I enjoyed that a lot more. Because I kind of enjoyed, like, learning along with him. It was more fun than having somebody just sit there and tell me, here's the most efficient way to play Total War Warhammer 2. Here we go. Yay. That just doesn't work for me. I like learning along with people. That's just more fun. Evil turkey. Yeah, all turkeys are evil, Spike Little Girl. They're just spawn of hell. That's all you can say about them. So what was I doing? I was looking for geothermal vents. We've got to have at least one more on the map. You can't even sit here and tell me there's only 2 on the entire map. That's just not realistic. I'm just probably not putting my eyes on them right at the moment. Guys, if we wanted to go pick up some more of this steel, that'd be cool. That'd be okay. Are we, Oh, no, we do have some in stock. Okay, we don't have nothing in stock. Love it if you guys got out there and got some of that. And also, P.S., there's some more components out here that we can be grabbing while we're making our own. Really no more geothermal. Are you sure about that, RimWorld? Are you sure about that? I sometimes want RimWorld to be a cartoon. People in chat make for fun characters. That would not be the worst cartoon on, like, Adult Swim or something like that. They'd have to do it adult. They'd have to make it like a grown-up cartoon. But I would there's one. There's one. Right next to a dead raccoon we could be perfectly eating. Okay. Right. Oh, and a dead rabbit. There's all sorts of dead things out here. I feel like Penge right now. Randomly going around the map picking up roadkill. Okay, if I do this, I would actually love to just punch right through here, but I'm pretty sure that's where the Ancient Evil is. So we're going to kind of play this by ear. Legua, you're relaxing socially. I'm about to make that change. Come down here. Come down here. First RimWorld built video in that poor first colony. I had no idea what I was doing, Dr. Shouting Stone. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did before it burned to the ground. I mean, obviously the biggest thing I didn't know was how to choose good colonists. I just had 3 not very good colonists in a row. And I think that was the first thing that came up in the comments is, yeah, you should probably have 2 people with medical skill, not just 1, because what happens if your doctor's out? Play Prison Architect pretty efficiently. Tape's my favorite. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love that playthrough, Mel. I think that will very comfortably, in whatever ending it is, I don't know what the ending will be. I really don't. Actually, I have no idea. But whatever the ending will be, whether it will burn to the ground, or Legendary Mitchell will just flat out take over, or whatever the ending is, I think that's definitely going to go down as one of my favorite runs on the channel so far. I think still to this date, XCOM 2 is still my favorite run. It was such a story from start to finish. And again, I'd played it blind, so I was kind of learning as I went. Legua, here's the thing. Let's look at this wall here. Let's claim it, and then deconstruct it. There might possibly be Ancient Evil in here. I don't actually know, but let's try it anyway. Deconstruct that marble wall. Excuse me. And then if there's Ancient Evil, run away. Super, super quickly, even though you're one of the slowest people around here. But do it anyway if you could, please. Did the donkey just go to sleep? Oh, no, that's a guinea pig. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's Ancient Evil. Okay, it was Ancient Evil. Right. It's actually not Ancient Evil so much as it's the Crypto Sleep Cabinet crew. Oh, wow, I totally want to start a band with that name, the Crypto Sleep Cabinet crew. Yay, let's do that. I don't have enough self-confidence for... Oh, is Mel on YouTube? Oh, I'd love to see that. I really would. I think that would be great. I'd love to see like a Mel Prison Architect where it actually worked. Actually worked well. Your stockpile seemed to be kind of fun. Wait, my stockpile's in RimWorld? Yeah. It'll be that kind that does time lapses to music instead of commentary. Oh, okay. I think you've got a lot to say, but, what do I know? What is that? A Lancer. Ah, yes, we should probably avoid that. Good. So what I've done is I've basically deliberately opened up the Ancient Evil unprepared. I usually spend many game days preparing to open the Ancient Evil. I lay out trap corridors, get everybody armed properly, and what I've done here is basically the exact opposite of that. Okay, super. Could we quietly put that wall back? Could we just sort of quietly tuck that wall back in there, Legua, without waking anyone up inside? Could you just kind of quietly put that wall back? Sort of, yeah, don't disturb the Lancer, if you could. He's right there. He's right there. If you could just very, very quietly put the wall back, we're just gonna walk away, unless the Lancer gets out, in which case we're gonna run behind the walls and hope that they get picked off by the trap corridor. I do only see the one Lancer. Now, obviously, the Crypto Sleep Cabinet crew are all going to be terrifying. But I can start to cope with that. I can start to begin to cope with that. Where are you at, Legua? Are you going to go get some more blocks? Good. We're gonna try and quietly close the wall off. We just sort of open the wall. So, hey, there's a Lancer. Bunch of crypto cabinets there. Let's just put the wall back. We're going to walk away. Very, very quietly walk away. Legua, if you wanted to move a little bit faster on this, that'd be okay. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Thought the Lancer was coming out. No, just patrolling. That's fine. Just patrolling. All right. Nothing to see here. Certainly no superheroes. Okay, Legua. Oh, thank goodness. I think we're going to get away with this. I think I'm actually going to pull this off. Just rip open a wall, peek your head inside, and then just very quietly put the wall back. Okay, everything's fine. I know the area's been revealed. Stop flashing at me. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Nothing. See, totally pulled that off. Totally pulled that off. Okay, so the point of that exercise was that if I was going to do geothermal hill, I'd actually like to carve through the mountain and just put the power line straight up rather than messing around in here. So let me get this. I mean, we'll go into the Ancient Evil. Don't get me wrong. Ancient Evil is happening. It's just not happening today. I don't have the right crew equipped for that right now. Actually, I might. So go ahead and dig all of that out if you could, please. If you close up the wall, will it contain that? Yeah. Yeah. How close is this to my colony? Next door. It's actually, it's our neighbors. They're next to the animal barn. So, super wicked close would be the answer to your question there, Willow. Super, super wicked close. No, they should not come out. They haven't been alerted. Somehow, even though Legua walked in the room, I think we were basically out of eye shot of the Lancer because of all the way these sort of interior walls were working. So the Lancer has not noticed our existence. I'm actually surprised it's only one Lancer. I'm very surprised. Although that being said, speaking of, eye lines and stuff, we didn't go around the corner. There might be other things sleeping up in here that I was not aware of. I can account for basically 3 parts of this room, but this quadrant up here I'm not sure about. Now you've seen inside, you can just watch them. Yeah, apparently once I've seen a thing, I can see it forever. Why is it called Ancient Evil? Because when you first go near it, it sends up a big red flag and it says, "Aha, you have detected an ancient evil in this area." Usually it's in a mountain or something like that. So it's just a RimWorld kind of term. When it pops up its little danger kind of thing. You've discovered an ancient evil, or you sense ancient evil, that kind of thing. Let's not go in there today. We're gonna go in there though. I want to be very clear about that. In fact, now that I know exactly where it is, now I can start planning out my trap corridor for it. I need a lot more steel for that though. I need a lot of people to be hauling a lot of this steel around. We'll see if we dig up anything when we bisect this area here. There might be some good loads in there. Can you hold these guys back with silver mirrors, garlic, or wolfsbane? No, but charge rifles will do very well. Very, very well. Could there be something in the center? There absolutely could. So yeah, like I was saying, well, this quadrant over here, I can't account for that because I didn't really see it. I mean, I know I can magically see everything this guy is doing, but that's just how RimWorld works. Once you see it, you can continue to see it. It doesn't go back into the fog of war. The lore is they lock some evil people in there. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't actually know much of the RimWorld lore. But all of these crypto sleep cabinets, will be full of very, very angry, well-armed, well-armored people. They're most fussy, and actually, the way they've put these walls up is a real pain. But I've got a plan for that. Once we get the Lancer out of the way, it's not going to be that bad. I'll deconstruct these walls, and I'll put up sandbags or barriers instead. I'll lay out some traps, and then we'll pop one open, and therefore all of them will get popped open. Some of them will go into the traps, some of them will just shoot. We'll definitely take some injuries, there's no question. It's going to be anarchy, but we can get that done. Apparently, stay away from the evil, make nothing to Dave. Mel. Of all the channels you know, of all the YouTubers you watch, who is most likely, when presented with the big red button that says, "Don't press the big red button," which YouTuber do you know that's going to go up and immediately press the big red button and say, "I wonder what this does"? I've actually done it. I've been presented in games with a big red button that says, "Do not push." Go watch the Granite Accidents to, or whatever that dwarf mining game was, I don't remember. Big red button that says, "Do not push." First thing I did. That's what I'm going to do. Technical, are you seeing the chat on the screen like we do? Left quarter of the screen is nothing but chat. So when you look at the stats of colonists, I can't see them. Oh, I can move that for you. Okay, I'm looking at it. I am definitely looking at it. And I thought I had put it... Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, I can move that. Hang on. I'll fix that for you right now. I don't often... Because I kind of just put it in one place. It's tough in RimWorld because there's information on both sides of the screen that's kind of a little important. I mean, I guess if you want to know what the weather is. But on the right side of the screen is where we get all our little pop-ups. But I will move that over there. That might be a little more helpful for you. And I'll try to remember to move it back for the next one. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to pop over, a little 7-second delay there. But anyway, yeah, I can absolutely move that for you. Yeah, there's information on both sides of the screen, so, but I get it. Yeah, the colonist stuff is all on the left. Big red button that should never ever be pushed is the very first thing I'm going to push. It's the very, very first thing that I'm going to push. I'm going to walk in the room, see the big red button, and go, oh, I wonder what this does. And then everyone else is going to scream, no! And I've already done it. Last time I did that with the granite accidents, I turned off all the gravity. It was really, really funny, actually. Painsicle, you're doing some good research. Oh, trees. Trees. How are we doing on the trees? Okay, we're clearing the land for the trees. Progress is being made. It's just not very, very quick progress. There is a game for don't push the red button. Okay, that would be a very quick game for me. I wouldn't really need to re-roll that one. Just basically go up and push the red button. I see the rotting animal area is working out well now. Just rotting animals in there. Good. How are we doing on... actually, we're probably done with a lot of our drugs. Have we made all our drugs? Most of them. Yeah, most of them. Good job, guys. Good job on the drug production. Let's queue up some more things here. Let's keep the drugs a-popping around here. We have... Actually, we don't have a lot of raw materials. We kind of used everything up. But we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Are we, in fact... I know we've made wart. Have we put the wart in the barrels? No. Ruined by temperature, you say? 45... Okay, it is a little cold in here, isn't it? Yeah, I should probably put a heater in here. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. I'll put a heater in here. So let's get this right here. Yeah, that's okay. We're not making... Are we done gun links? Yay! Sure. Start working on recon armor. Why not? Why not? I think you can't play anymore because it was a flash game. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. That area must smell... Yeah, I imagine it's terrible, Em. I imagine it's absolutely terrible. Oh, there we go. The thing finally moved over there. Wow, I'm buffering badly. Like, super, super badly right now. Okay. Like, I'm frozen in place on my screen. Hopefully not on yours. Because that was like 2 minutes ago, and the thing finally flashed over to the other side there. That's a really... If it's going to start buffering now, I am going to cut my losses and call the stream here, guys. For a couple of reasons. One, it's about that time. Two, I desperately need to use the bathroom. And three, can't think of anything else to do in RimWorld right now except kind of prepare for the Ancient Evil next week. That's what I'm going to do. So Ancient Evil is next week. We're going to pop our heads back in the door and probably get them blown off. But we'll give it a shot. Guys, I'm going to check out here. Thank you guys, as always, coming by. You know I appreciate it. You know I love hanging out with you every single weekend, playing some RimWorld, whatever it is. So we will have another poll up next Friday for the one-off stream of the Vosseros collection. We'll do some more RimWorld next Saturday. And apart from that, you guys know where to find me. I'm not hiding. Thank you guys again for coming by. I will see you later.